matter where you are, there's always a direct connection to Mother Earth. May you feel this connection and be nourished by it.
Those termites can rest in hell. Let's go off.
Take back my life, it's time to go my own way.
Over the past few days, I've been doing the grunt work to essentially build the veggie garden and veggie garden space of my dreams. Literally, I had a dream about it. The way that I'm hoping this space turns out, it's likely to be a little bit different to anything you've ever seen before. And hey, let's just hope it works. So here's the plan. Raised veggie gardens in the corners, pavers, I think table and chair in the middle, and then these will be a bit of a surprise at the end. I am lucky enough to live in an area that is very, very conducive to growing a lot of food. I already have a lot of fruit growing on the property, but this is my chance to grow a lot more veggies. Take a look at this beautiful dry soil. In the last video, I showed you just how wet it can get here on the property. You can now see why I put that job off for so long. In the last week, it has been glorious sunshine like this. But before we go any further, let's catch you up on the last few days. Hey bud, thanks for helping. What do you reckon? Dinner time? Well, at least someone was pretty happy with my handiwork. He got a real good feed out of that. You big bullyock, huh? Buddy, go around. Go around. Oh, I'm gonna have to start calling you Kimmy. That's more like it. Let's do this. First stop, to the tip. Sweaty. In hindsight, probably could have used some of that as compost for the new garden beds. Definitely still learning lessons in this world of being a green thumb. Next stop, where to? I have a bit of shoveling to do. Load one done, and it's not enough. Shit. I've still got one more trailer load of road base to get on here. Lucky there's two of us to work on it, hey buddy? I think that's enough for tonight. Come on, Ock. Okay, I think I am finally at the point where I'm ready enough to start compacting this. That is road base that's on there, and the idea is that it helps level out a few of the bumps, even though I'm not planning on getting it exactly level because I want to leave a little bit of a tilt for runoff down the hill. And to get it to how I was happy with, what I've done is I've used a string line. It's actually a chalk line, but I've used a string line just to give me a bit of a gauge for the slope I want and worked with that. I've actually surprisingly never used one of these tools, but I kind of figure, how hard can it be, you know? How hard can it be? Okay, turns out a little harder than I thought. This is the compacted side, non-compacted side. I thought that it might play a bit of a part in helping level out any uneven spots, but if anything, it's kind of more exaggerated the spots to show me where there's a few dips and stuff. She's feeling like a solid base. That is much better underfoot. And I didn't realize how late it is. I got to get this compactor back because I only got it for a half day hire. That was $70 for the half day. So well worth it rather than trying to hand tamp or have your pavers shift and move because your base isn't solid enough. The sun just keeps on shining despite a bit of rain last night. At least the road base will be nice and compacted. Now last night when I arrived back, I kind of had to take a moment because I think I made a bit of a rogue call. I found these pavers and they were on a really good special, but the deal was you couldn't take them back if you bought it. And I jumped on it and I bought white pavers, which, yeah, I'm not sure if that was the best move, but I guess we're going to have to wait and see. I ended up deciding to start painting the fence last night while I mulled it over, and even this morning, I went to the beach this morning and did a little meditation and walked Occy just to kind of get back in my mind what the plan is with this project. What do you think, huh? You confident with my choices? And also, I've just had it confirmed that I have a special guest arriving tomorrow. If you've watched my videos for a while, you'll recognize him. Whether he's a help or a hindrance on this project, I'm yet to be sure. And next step, weed mat. Because I already have so much green grass area on this property and it's a lot to manage already. Outside of the veggie gardens themselves, I want this space to kind of be low maintenance and remain clean and dry and weed free. Come at me, weeds. Come at me. You're not going anywhere in here. Now, as you can see, it's not perfect coverage. Couple little gaps there, but I figure they're going to work as control, and that way we'll see how well weed mat actually works. I hope I've measured this right. It's quite a few pavers. I think I'm just going to lay them rough for now. Have some fun with it. I actually think this is another one of those ones that for a little bit, it's going to look a little bit worse before it looks better. Well, that's my hope. I'm really just going to try and trust my vision here and trust my gut. I feel you, Ock. I'm still playing around. I keep increasing the surface area of kind of the middle section because I want to have some table and chairs there. I really want this veggie garden to be somewhere that's not just somewhere you come out and pick the food, but somewhere you also enjoy it, especially when you look at where we are. It's one of the most beautiful spots on the property. We've got the beautiful view and, of course, the glorious fig. And with that, I'm going to continue the theme of not working too late, finish up a bit early this Savo. Might even do a nice little meditation under the fig. Always blown away when I'm here. The truth is that any form of introspection or meditation when you're not feeling your best can be really difficult. And ironically, that's kind of the time you need it the most. One of the key tools in my arsenal that has helped me ease the discomfort around meditation and mindfulness, and at the same time help me stay more consistent than I've ever been in the past, is Headspace, and I want to thank them for partnering with me on this video. I've been using Headspace for over 2 years now, and one thing that I can say with certainty is that I almost always feel better after using it. So much so that it has now pipped the #1 spot on my phone home screen. A while ago, I removed all social media apps from here and replaced them with those that actually help my mental health. Now when I subconsciously reach for my phone, instead of hitting a social media app and doom scrolling, instead I try and squeeze in a quick meditation or browse some of their other inspiring content that makes me feel much better about myself.
I encourage you to take a pause, maybe take a deep breath, and repeat the following mantra. Things are changing all around me. We're all capable of making change happen, even if we have to start small.
with its meditation and mindfulness exercises that span across sleep, stress, focus, and more. Headspace helps me be kinder to my mind, and I know it will do the same for you. At the moment, they are actually offering a 60-day free trial if you use the link in my video description below or you scan the QR code on screen. Honestly, I could not recommend it highly enough. I promise you won't regret it. And now for me, it's time for a quick little meditation, followed by getting this house cleaned up, ready for my guest.
Either sitting down or lying down, just taking a big deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. As you breathe out, you just gently close the eyes.
So I haven't been completely honest with you guys. This isn't about making a veggie garden at all. Just a drone landing pad that's safe from Occy. My own little helicopter pad. And he's not happy about it. Oh, can't get in, eh, bud? Good exercise for the old fella, at least. Crazy boy. Crazy boy. Have a look who the cat dragged in late last night. A lot of you will remember my brother Tom. When was the last video you were in?
Oh, it was like a year ago, I reckon.
The caravan one?
Yeah, the caravan one in Perth. Some people say this sort of works hard, but some people are just born to it.
That's mine. I've been looking for that.
If it makes you feel any better, we haven't used it. What's going on? Have I done something?
It's also the first time Tom's visited the property.
So I was actually reflecting on that, why it's taken so long. And in my mind, I'd always pictured coming up with my young family, which is quite the debacle. But then, yeah, a couple of days ago, Max and I were chatting. It's like, why not just me escape up here on my own for a while? It's about a 5-hour drive.
And Occy was not used to having guests arrive at night.
These pavers are beautiful. I don't know, maybe if we could seal them or something. Like...
I haven't talked to people about my fear of boot prints on them yet.
Well, I stood on them with the Crocs here, and that's what's happened, and I was too scared to go further, and I'm like, no, you should go further. They're pavers, they're for stepping on, but then I don't want to make them dirty.
It's good to have you here, bro.
Thanks, mate. Good to be here.
And so I feel a bit bad that we're jumping straight into work, but we actually have a date with Uncle Tom's Pie Shop. No reaction.
Pie shop.
So first look at our veggie gardens. Problem is, they're a bit bigger than we thought. You happy to chill here while I go drop the other ones off?
Yeah, mate. Be time well spent.
See you in an hour. Whoopsie.
Piece of piss.
Hey, it's Pie Shop Boy.
How's it going?
How's your weight?
Yeah, good. Peaceful, actually. There you go, Les.
Thanks, mate.
You bring the rain with you. The rain has set in.
Now, I noticed in the last video you said you offered... What was your mate's name in the last video?
Kev.
You said you offered him the jacket, the rain jacket. But you noticed this video, you were wearing the jacket again. You never offered me.
You don't offer your brother the rain jacket? That's brother things.
Obviously.
Kev, of course.
You nice and dry?
Yeah, we can do it up there. Oh, I'm so dry. Is it raining? So after a bit of trial and error, we have the first top off, and you can see this in there. Unfortunately, they won't be able to smell it, but it's really sweet. These containers all contained honey, which is really good because you've got to be careful when you're buying these IBCs. That's what these storage tanks are called, that they have food grade substances in them if you want to use them for your veggie garden. Obviously with honey, we're all good, but we are going to pressure wash out the bottom bits just because honey can be a bit acidic, and the guy told us to, pretty much. I swear I told Tom not to go overboard with cleaning up this because it's just honey, so it doesn't matter if there's a little bit. And how you doing in there?
Solid rocks of honey.
He ate some.
It was actually delicious. How good does that look? Yellow gold. Well, I guess gold, like
Gold.
edible gold.
Oh, I'm not on the Crocs. Oh, this was terrible. Let's go that way at least. Just picking my tomatoes.
It's gonna look good, be practical and portable.
Good memory. What did you see it up?
I saw you playing.
Mate, this doesn't come from nowhere. Nice, bro.
Yeah, work, mate.
Pizza?
The soil is rich with the scent of the last rainfall. We can find refuge in the protection that nature provides.
Oh, how spot on was that one?
Did you enjoy that one?
Turns out in the rainforest it rains. Who knew? It's been a short cameo. You've been amazing help, but unfortunately we've been rained off on Tom's last day here. We did manage to sneak in a tour. What'd you think?
Oh man, seriously, the property it's next level. It's been amazing being up here. It should have come here much earlier, but life gets in the way sometimes.
Why do you sound so sad?
No, I mean, it was not meant to be sad. It was meant to be like, is it poignant? Is that a word?
Yeah, okay.
I love my family.
Yeah. Alright, well, yeah, hopefully tomorrow brings...
I thought you were passing me the camera, sorry. You're still doing your thing.
Hopefully tomorrow brings some sunshine and we can finish off this part of the project. See ya, mate.
See you, mate.
See ya. Well, the day is certainly not wasted. 270 hardwood fence palings, 150 bucks. And quick maths, it's less than $1 a paling. Not bad, eh, buddy? Budget kind of back on track. What is that smile like? Trying to get something achieved while it's raining, but yeah, we're back to wet ground, folks. Good old Facebook Marketplace again. 4 plants in pots, 100 bucks, and the final 2 planters. Really starting to come to life. And as each day goes by, I'm starting to trust the vision more, and I think it's paying off. Now the $1 million question is, will the rain stay away? Or do I need to invest in a marquee of some kind, because it's gonna keep happening, isn't it? Just for anyone wondering, it actually isn't meant to rain this much. Despite being in the rainforest, everyone around here has said that this summer has been a ridiculously wet season, and that's great for me. It's been so good. This rain will not defeat me! Well, good news is there's some blue sky coming. The bad news is I just snapped my last drill bit trying to put this cladding on. I am halfway through 1 planter box. This is taking so much longer than I expected. Oh boy, I've only done less than half of 1. Shit. And I already kind of worked out if I don't get them all clad today, I'm not going to be able to get this video up in time for you guys this weekend. And I think from that, I was putting a lot of pressure on myself, but I need to start putting into practice everything I'm learning and just take a deep breath. no, things are going to be okay. Sorry if this video is a week later than it was planned, but I'm going to head into town, get the drill bits. I think I'm going to go for a surf and just take that pressure off a little bit.
So give me those rose-colored glasses. I will remember this any way that I wish. Rose-colored glasses. Let me swim out of this separate heaviness. I know I can take it all apart. I'm sure that you could too. So give me those rose-colored glasses.
Onwards and upwards, I want to do kind of like a picture frame top, because I want there to be a nice level flat surface on each of them, to kind of protect your hands and stuff when you're leaning over into the veggie garden, but also maybe even little potential bar space, something to put the pots on as well when you're planting them. Right? Somehow we are finally here. We are at the point that we are doing the finishing touches on this space. I cannot believe how long it's taken. These have to be the most extravagant garden bed setup ever to not even have soil in them yet. I am going to come back to you with the final reveal. I hope you're ready for it. Welcome everyone to the veggie patch of my dreams. She was an effort in the making, but I'm so happy with how it's turned out. I want to take you through it. So we have local river rock as the surrounding barrier to the pavers. They're going to help with drainage and also just stopping weed growth. Then these pavers, yes, Tom was right. Boot prints may be a bit of an issue, as well as paw prints. That's okay. One of the big reasons I wanted to have a dining setting and somewhere where I could relax out in amongst the veggie patch was because I feel like so often people's veggie gardens are kind of pushed off to the side in their yard and they can kind of get forgotten about. But because this is going to be front and center to one of my new favorite spaces, I'm going to be able to keep an eye on the veggies growing. I'm also going to be able to just tend things here and there in between reading a good book. Now, let's have a look whether I stuck with the plans I showed you at the start of this video. Well, she's a little faded now, but if you remember, I wanted the space to be portable, look good, and practical. So let's just talk about portability to start with. These tops all just come off with a few screws, and then the two are only connected by this middle piece, so they'll come apart. And you might have seen with the IBC tank cages, but underneath each of them, there is fork points, meaning that I could come in with a forklift and lift these up individually if I ever did have to move them. So portable, check. Now, do they look good? I mean, it's obviously a subjective thing, but I am pretty bloody happy with how this space looks. Let me know in the comments, but I think I've achieved that. And now finally, the third point, practicality. It may seem like I put a lot of effort into making these look pretty, which I did, but I also put a lot of thought into the design. One of the reasons I made these beds a lot taller than you'd normally see is because when I see a lot of people gardening, they're always down on their hands and their knees, and I felt by putting it higher, it's going to enable more people to more easily access things. It's going to mean that you're going to enjoy and want to come out and pick your veggies or tend to them more often, because it's a nice, clean environment to do it in, and how could you not enjoy it? I think these beds are going to be extremely practical for putting in all the soil, setting it up, and growing heaps and heaps of veg. But as a lot of you know, I'm not a green thumb. So please tell me any ideas you have for this space. For starters, how to best fill the beds, whether to make wicking beds or not. One answer that I couldn't find was, are wicking beds necessary in such a wet climate? Because I feel like it doesn't need to self-water when it rains enough. I'd love to hear your suggestions on that, as well as any suggestions on what you think I should grow. I want to use this fence that goes all the way around actually as a trellis to grow a vine. Imagine coming in here and the whole wall is this green space that you can get your fruit off. And one last score for the practical front, I took a leaf out of Garden Lighting King Kev's book and I lit this place up so at night you're also going to be able to come out and pick your veg nice and easy. There's even a bit of a runway strip ready for you to go, so we won't be tripping over out here at night. Thank you so much for watching this video. Truly, I feel like this space ended up being a bit of a representation for the whole property, in that it's something that I dreamed of, but that doesn't mean that there's not difficult times and points that are hard and points that you even want to give up. But if you push through, the end result is so worth it. In the next video, join us as we're going to start growing. But for now, I'm going to take a couple of days off, enjoy this space, get into my book. I'll see you all in the next one. In the meantime, be kind to yourself and be kind to one another. Bye guys.